Okay, so this is a VOD review for the Evelyn Jungle. Way you have no information on the enemy, just like it should be.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It's a Heimer Lux spot
30
versus
seconds
Draven
until the ring
Leona. There's not
spawns.
much that Draven Leona can do until they wait for level 3 or 6, so they can all in them and they can kill them. But until then, they're going to be pushed under their tower with low HP because it's Heimer Lux poking them out. Fizz should have the upper hand in the mid lane once he hits 6, because when Zoe presses R, he could just press R where Zoe's gonna portal back into,
Minions have spawned.
and then Zoe dies. So Zoe has to be very cautious in this lane. Uh, Evelynn Kane matchup. I don't know who actually jungles clear is faster. Um, um, you can actually do the Raptors on your own as Evelynn, and you don't need a leash, which is fine. You're taking on a lot of damage when you can just use your Q. Yeah, you took a lot of damage. What'd you take second? Okay, that's good. You're gonna wait for it fully charge? Okay. Then you should do your Raptors right after this. You're taking a lot of damage just by being in auto attack range of your camps. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And you don't even need to smite if you weren't in auto attack range of the camps. You can just use Q and clear the camps. Yep, bot
First
lane is
blood.
pushed under the tower. Mordecai dies early, but that's alright. He's got TP. Okay. Now you're relatively healthy because of Raptors. Kinda sucks to be topside. You can look for a gank mid, but it's not gonna be easy because Zoe is Zoe and she'll just steal your flashes if you flash in. Now you're missing your opportunity to gank mid. Mordekaiser just got a kill on Urgot. Kane's topside. Kane can't actually. Ooh. Yeah, this is a free kill. Oh. Okay, you flashed. Okay. Okay. So you take your cane, you hit tab, and you see it's got 20, and you can actually take his Krugs because that's the only thing that's up. But instead of taking his Krugs, you just go back into your jungle. You have Prior on top side, so those Krugs are yours, but you don't take them because you don't hit tab. You know exactly what camps he's taken. If he's gonna end up topside with you with the exact same amount of CS, then he took all of his bot side and 2 camps of his top, so either Krugs or Raptors are up because you know your Mordekaiser has double buffs. Okay, again, mid lane is pushed in. You can look for a gank. You know that Kane's topside. That means you know for a fact that his Krugs and our Raptors are up again, and he's taking them now. And then he's probably gonna look for another topside gank, or just take his camp and then move down to his bot side. Bot lane is pushed in, so this is an excellent time to do a gank. You can take your Krugs, yeah, Kane's still topside, you can take his Krugs, you hit tab. He only took one CS. Interesting. Oh, that was from the war, so I guess he hasn't been doing anything. No. You could look for a gank, but Draven's a little low. Yeah, you get the other scuttle, which is fine. There's Kane ganking, hit tab. He still hasn't done any camps topside. He will get the kill on Mordekaiser. You should have pinged your Mordekaiser back because you had full information that Kane was there, but you don't. You don't have your charm. You have your charm up now. I don't know if you get to kill her. Oh, it's close. Nope. If you went earlier, instead of taking Scuttle because you know that Kane's topside, so you didn't have to take Scuttle, you could have taken it earlier. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you, instead of taking Scuttle, you just went straight to bot and had a 3v2 instead of a 2v2, that gank would have been very successful, but instead you get greedy and take Scuttle when Kane wasn't there to contest it because he was topside ganking the Mordekaiser. So Kane now is bot side, his blue buff is coming back up around this time, and so he's gonna be bot side taking his blue uh, wolves and Gromp. Um, since his bot lane is pushed up, there is a chance that he can take an early dragon here. Just because he has prio in bot and sometimes in mid. Fizz just got a kill. Is he? Yep, he's level 7. This is exactly what I was talking about. So he uses R, he uses R, so he loses the trade there because it's just too easy to land the fish when she's gonna be ported back to her beginning portal. So Kayn is bot side. You should warn your bot lane, but no pings are going out. That you're not warning that the Kayn is bot lane. Looks like your bot lane is fighting. They almost got the Lux kill, but I guess Aftershock saves her. Okay, you can look for a gank top, but you're very low because you just love to tank these camps instead of playing from range. Yeah, you can get a gank, top gank going, but Mordekaiser's super low. You're just a little slow to the punch. He's probably gonna die. I don't know. He stays alive. Oh, look at that. So Kane's bot side. This is a perfect opportunity again to steal his top side jungle because Kane is bot lane and he just gotta kill bot lane. So you know all of his camps top side are up. For sure. His red's up, his Krugs, and his Raptors. But instead of doing that, instead of hitting tab, knowing what camps he's taken, you opt to just be safe and clear your jungle instead of... You have prio in mid, you have prio in top. His top side jungle, his red, his Krugs, his Raptors are all yours. There's nothing Kane can do about it. And it looks like red pings are going for the dragon, which is expected. He got the kill, he got the gank bot lane, and now he's taking dragon. They're just making sure there's no wards, and there's nothing for you to do because none of your camps are up. Uh, Krugs is going to be up here in just a second, but right now there's not much anything you can do because bot lane's gone. Yep, there's the dragon. Bot lane's being pushed under their tower, you can't gank that. Mid lane is being pushed under their tower, you can't gank that. And top lane is under their tower, you can't gank that. So there's actually nothing you can do right now except for this counter gank. But you can't win this. All you can do is just pressure them off and just... Oh. Kane actually just face checks Bush, so there you go. There's your free kill. Ooh. Okay, so... Alright. That was a good combo by you. Fizz came down and salvages the fight. Yeah. Mm, you pass you pass
Shut down.
you pass the red trinket or red ward or pink ward, whatever. Control ward. Oh my goodness. Zoe again face checks, also face checks Bush. Kane's back with his form and he kills you. Okay. You overstay because you get greedy. So Kane's bot side, clearing his bot side jungle. He's got red Kane already, which is really good. It's around the time he wants it. He's finally now a champion. And you're gonna go clear Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Blue, Gromp, and then you're probably not gonna end up doing much after this. You got your boots. Maybe you can look for a gank bot. Oh, he's re-ganking bot again. Instead of you counter ganking, you're getting your Krugs. Fizz is coming back to bot, trying to salvage the lane while you're farming. Really good on Fizz since he's winning his matchup in mid lane. Draven just trying to farm up. Mm. Since Fizz was coming down bot lane, you and Fizz could have definitely both waited in the tribush until Leona and Draven go in, and then you can have Leona die, and then you guys could pick up a double and some turret plating and priority in bot lane, and you can probably jumpstart this Draven to not be so far behind and be able to do something in the lane. You'll probably be able to have Bloodthirster depending on how many stacks he has on his passive. Okay, so Kane just was bot lane and now he's top, taking his top side jungle. So he's going to be top side to gank and your bot side. And you should ping that to your teammates, but you haven't. Fizz is going top side to salvage lane, doing your job while you're just AFK farming. Um, where are you going? They backed. Where are you going? You're wasting a lot of time here. You are wasting an incredibly large amount of time here. I don't know what you're hoping for. Some turret plating, I guess. Does Fizz die here? No, he stays alive. So they trade 1 for 1. So you get turret plating, um, but I don't know. Mordekaiser's falling a little behind. Yeah, Mordekaiser's stronger early, but Urgot's better late. Kayn is picking up kills by ganking. So you get a bit of turret plating, but if this Kayn's smart, and he saw you bot side, so he's just gonna go take your top side jungle, and then you have nothing to farm and nothing to do because the lanes have resetted, and you'll be wanting to pad top side anyways because the wave's pushing back into Mordekaiser, which gives you a gank opportunity to the Urgot. And it would just suck if Kayn actually had a brain and took your camps, but it doesn't look like he does. I guess no one has a brain in this game. Yeah, this is a perfect gank opportunity. If you hit level 9 after one more camp, I suggest you do it. Mordekaiser should have backed off. You should have pinged him to back off and pinged him that you were on your way over there. Did you get level 9 with the scuttle? Nope, that sucks. Alright. Spam ping you're going in or not. You should have waited until Mordekaiser went in. You should have waited until Mordekaiser went in and baited. There's probably a ward in that bush. Fizz is again trying to gank bot to salvage the lane. Kayn looks like he was pathing towards top side. And you miss your opportunity to go and help the Mordekaiser when he goes in on Urgot. Yeah, Urgot is very strong right now. You cannot fight him. He doesn't have ulti. Alright, you just have to recall here. Mordekaiser's TPing in. Maybe you can fight this 2v1. You should have blast coned over the wall. You missed your Q. Ooh, that's a double kill for Kayn. Ooh. No, just a single kill. Yeah, don't fight him. Just back off. You can't kill him. He's full health. And you don't have ulti. Fizz is coming topside, so you could probably just start baiting him right now. But you don't. So Kayn gets away. Oh no. Kayn doesn't actually use his E to get out. Interesting how Kayn actually just walks down the river instead of using his E towards his camp's topside, because I know they're still up, because if you hit tab, you know what camps took. Did they even have vision there? Kayn saw Fizz walking through the bush, through topside coming up, but I guess he just doesn't have a brain and just dies. This is actually really good. This is what you're doing right here. This is probably the one good thing. Urgot's stuck under the tower, and you're coming for the gank. Oh, but you take so much damage. Yeah, okay. Urgot's very strong. Yep. Urgot is very strong. At least Fizz is coming. Ooh, you died from the burn. Yeah, corrupting pots burn. That sucks. Okay, so Urgot's very strong right now, and it requires 3 of you to kill him. Bot lane almost got the kills there. Unfortunate. Bot lane has no sums. They burned them all in that fight, so you could probably, since you're gonna be bot side, you can probably do something bot. I don't know, you missed a lot of gank opportunities. You don't actively look to counter jungle the Kayn when you know what camps he has up, because you can just hit tab and see what's up. Missed the minion, missed 2 minions, missed the 3rd. You got one out of 6 minions. Ouch. Good thing you don't have to lane, or you would miss a lot more minions. Rift has been taken, so Kayn is topside, and you know that. So Kayn is topside. There he is, ganking top. Kayn has been all over this map while you've just been mostly farming this game. Not really, I don't know. It's kind of like you just want to farm and get items while, oh, so the first pings go off to the Draven when they're still taking your camp instead of letting your teammates know where the Kayn is. Interesting. There goes Urgot again. He's very strong. You're just AFK at this point. You waste a lot of time. You waste a lot of time just not doing anything. You can probably kill the Urgot, and that's about it. Yeah, you have to back off because Kayn will kill you. Well, you have Mordekaiser there with you, so you can probably get something done here. Oof. I don't know if Mordekaiser wins this fight. I think just... does he get out? Ooh, no. Mordekaiser landed the E. He doesn't get out. Let's see. I personally think you should go Oblivion Orb and try to one-shot the Heimer and or Lux. Probably the Heimer because Lux has a shield and she's gonna be harder to go through. You can probably one-shot the Heimerdinger, and you should look for him in fights. You should wait until his stun is down and then you should go in. It's probably your best bet. Try to fight a 4v5. You guys are all behind, except for the Fizz. The Fizz is actually hard V1 V9ing this team, but there's only so much that he can do when he doesn't get any assistance when he goes to lanes. And I'm sure this Fizz could have been playing better too. Now Fizz is trying to look for a pick here. Zoe walks up towards mid lane, Urgot's mid, Lux is taking out Vision, and you can probably make the pick on the Lux. She went up mid. There she is. Oof. Battle. Oh, that's fine. You lose this fight, yeah. The pick on Deluxe was good. The fact that you ult it in towards their team is bad, and they die because you know they they run a little bit faster. Feels bad. Yeah, should have gotten the pick on the Lux. You should have ulted away from their jungle, and then you would have stayed alive and made the pick. And that's all you really need is picks. And because your team comp isn't really a fighting team comp, it's more of a we make this pick and then we back off and maybe make another pick and then fight as a team because now it's a 3v5 instead of a 5v5 or a 4v5. They could probably win in a 4v5 pretty easily. Even with Zoe being behind, she still does a ton of damage. You go into the Urgot for no reason, and if this Urgot had ultimate, you would have been very dead. Yeah, interesting. Yikes. Big yikes. So, you're gonna have to look for the Heimer or Lux, or the Heimer just really. Okay, you go in onto the Urgot and die instantly, when you should be looking for the Heimer or Zoe here. And because you're invisible, you can easily just walk around behind them, but instead of that, you become the front line that Leon is supposed to do, and then you get yourself killed. This game is still salvageable. Yeah, you're behind quite a bit of gold, but you as Evelynn can still one-shot someone pretty effectively. You just have to look for the picks onto the Heimer, Lux, or Zoe, and Fizz is already looking for those picks. You just need Leona to throw herself into the enemy and kind of die for the cause. Alright, so the Baron has been slain, and your team comp does very bad against the Baron, and this game is all but over now. There's not much you can do against Baron, because you don't have any, you're just wasting time again. Go and farm. You don't have any effective wave clear without being too close of a range from the enemy for them that like safe range. The enemy will most likely kill you if you are trying to wave clear the baroned up minions. Yeah, all they have to do is do a 4-1 and then they can just flat out win the game. Ergod's just gonna get bot when everyone's topside. You can ping them not to be topside, but the only time you pinged is the question mark ping the Draven when he was taking your Raptor camps, when you could have stolen Kane's Raptor camps at least 3 times before that, so you would have been a lot more ahead. You could have been level 15 if you really wanted to, if you really learned to counter gank. Uh, you don't use your charm here, which is good. Alright, now that you're in behind enemy lines, you want to look for that Lux or Heimer. Okay, never mind. I guess you're not looking for them. I guess you're just gonna play Leona's role and face tank for the team when you can. I mean, you're invisible. I don't know what makes you so afraid of fighting or being behind enemy lines, and you're just AFK now when your team is trying to protect the inhib. Yeah, you could have done like you could have helped that out by pathing behind. Like you're already here. You could have pathed behind and just sat here, waiting until they got here, spam ping your team because Mordekaiser went in. Leona was there, and you could have made a pick onto the Lux and then fought that a 4v3. And you guys could have won that fight, and then they would have had them back off from here because you made the pick. But instead of that, you kind of just do nothing. You don't look for anything. It's like you already given up on the game. Alright, the game's over. A lot of things. You need to hit tab. You need to hit tab. You need to actively look for Kane. You need to actively know where Kane's is at all times. Because if you know where he's at, you can take his camps, and there's nothing Kane can do about it. He stood bot lane for a long time, and like for an incredible amount of time, and you decide not to take his camps. He comes top, he gets killed top, and then you see that he has taken all but one of his camps, either the Krugs, which is really high value, or the Raptors, which is a pretty good camp to take. And you don't actively counter jungle. You just kind of just clear your own jungle, and that's about it. When you have so many opportunities to make this Kane fall even more behind, to win more, instead of that, you let Kane get back into the game because you don't take any of his jungle camps, and then you continue to let him to gank when you know what side of the jungle he's going to be, and you can just be there to answer. And you're stronger than base Kane. Evelynn is stronger than base Kane, and you can just kill him and fight him or make him back off from the lanes. But instead of that, you kind of just do the same clear on your jungle over and over and over again. And you don't look how to shut down the enemy jungler, how to get your lanes ahead, and you just kind of pray and hope that your team will do good. Like this Fizz did what he could. You never went to mid lane once, and he was 10-4 and 4. Um, you came to bot a couple times. You came to top with little to no success. The only success you had was early when you got the king kill. And there was multiple times where you could have just full cleared his top side. One time you could have full cleared his top side. That would have been 3 camps. The most high value camp, which are the Krugs, and then 2 other ones, Red and Raptors. You could have cleared, but you didn't. You're not like the biggest problems you have in summary is you're not actively looking for counter ganks, in which you should, just to make them back off your laners so they don't get a gank off and get sums, and then it makes it easier for the enemy laners to get kills on your laners, and you don't actively counter gank at all. You just it just goes right over your head. Like it is so even the CS on you and Kane when it should have been like 180 to like 70 or 60. No, that's a big exaggeration. No, actually, yeah. If you were actively counter ganking and then taking his jungle, um, you could have easily been 180 CS to like his 70, and then you would have been like level 16 right now instead of 14, a level under the Kayn, and then the game would have looked a lot different. Um, and then you spend a lot of time doing absolutely nothing down here, and then Kayn gets a kill in the top lane for his top laner, and then you just end up getting turret plates. It's just I don't know. You have to work more on hitting the tab button and looking at the map and seeing where Kayn is and pinging where Kayn is. And I think that's all.